Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is NBadDog, also known as Brainwash, and I bring to you today game number 2 between Liam and Galactic. Of course, the Zerg versus Protoss, and we are on MLG Tal'Darim Altar, so there is no close by ground. We do have close by air, of course, though. Again, and I'm going to wait and see if LiamLiam does use this close by air factor more to his advantage in this game. He really didn't have any harassment going down on Galactic, and I think as a result, Galactic managed to just hand him on a silver platter. There was absolutely no contest from the Zerg player. His army was outnumbered by the 6-gate pressure from Galactic, though of course LiamLiam did do really nicely on the creep spread as well as the upgrades. Those upgrades managed to really give his Zerglings the advantage against the Protoss army, helped him out a lot against the Stalkers, but he just didn't have the missile upgrades against for the Roaches, sorry, and as a result, the Protoss army was able to pretty much roll right through those Roaches, no questions asked. Drone moving out across the map, and it looks like he's going to take the watchtower and then go the right direction, so he will know right away where Galactic is. It'll be interesting to see which way Galactic scouts, and there we go, he will see the Forge fast expand, so we do have a Forge coming out as well as some cannons and an early expansion. So this will cue Liam to either put on some really super early pressure, so let's take a look at production tab. No spawning pool going down just yet, so I say he's going for an early expansion himself. We'll see who can get that expansion out faster. And there we go, we are edging towards... Oh no, he did go for the spawning pool instead. So this is a spawning pool first. I'm expecting to see quite a bit of pressure come from Liam in the early game. I wonder if it's just a bit too late though with this Forge already up. He'll have cannons up, no questions asked before. And there we go, the gateway also helping in with that wall in. And will we see a cannon go down for Galactic? Waiting to see where that placement is. And there we go, there is the expansion from LiamLiam coming down, so it will be a little bit ahead of the Protoss players. And there goes the first photon cannon, so it does allow that drone to get inside the base though. And will the probe be able to snipe the drone? Will he? There we go, drone with 5 health, and he is moving out across the map, and it doesn't look like he can. That's very sad. It's always fun to see the drone battles, be able to cast them so dramatically as if they matter. But, you know, they do matter a little bit, just because you do have to send out another scouting drone later on in the game if you want to keep an eye out at send out more overlords, you know. So it can make a bit of a difference, but I feel in the grand scheme of things that certainly at this level of play, when you're not going for the super pro level, you just won't notice that much of a difference. And what have we got going down here? Yet another building reinforcing this wall. Cybernetics core. Of course, this pylon does make it a little bit weak. It's such a narrow gap. You can definitely block it off with a few zealots. Hatchery going down as well as the spawning pool. No Zerglings being produced as of yet. He's just getting out that queen nice and early so that he can get that early boost. And what have we got here? Whoa, he's really going heavy on this wall and still hasn't put down the expansion. I wonder if this is a bit of kind of a screw with Liam's head here, expecting to see an expansion go down, and yet he's already got a ground force coming out. Maybe see some early 4-gate pressure. I'm just wondering why he's continuing to build stuff down here. Since it's so easy to scout, you could very easily walk right over this with an overlord, come in the back, and see that there's no expansion, sorry, there for Galactic. He is chrono boosting out gateways. We do have 2 gates out on the field, and there goes the probe moving out across the map. Where's the sneaky probe going? Let's take a look where he is rallied. He is rallied all the way into Liam's base, and he is going to go say hi, and oh no, the probe's going in with the Zerglings, and the Zerglings do get this round with the drone, so that early probe scout goes down. Still has absolutely no idea where Liam is. Yeah, he does not have very much vision of that map. Must have some idea. I'm thinking, you know, you'd have to have some inkling that there is going to be Liam spawning in the close by air position. He will see this overlord in a second though. It will be coming into Galactic's main. And then we go, finally an expansion coming down. I actually, you know, I didn't really like this wall off initially, but this is kind of creative. I like it. You can fall back with a zealot right there, hold it again against more Zergling pressure. Sentry force field will block this off. I feel that it just makes the pylons a little bit open to Mutalisk Karask, or Roaches. It's certainly not going to be easily taken out by Zerglings or a Roach bust though, especially not Zerglings without speed. So those Zerglings flinging away their lives on the front wall. And we'll take a look at Liam's vision. Yes, he does see that the Nexus did go down there, so he will be able to plan accordingly. He knows that he has to, and there we go, the hidden third base has already gone up. Gee, I was really slow on that one. Still isn't producing, sorry about that, any drones yet off of this, so we'll see what he does with it right now. Roach Horn going down in the back of Liam's base. Look for some early roach pressure. I'd say that's a very good choice against this type of wall-in. You can snipe this pylon, you can snipe the forge before the cannons can really do that much damage. And sentries just take such a thrashing from roaches. It's just like, it's really not even a contest. The force fields, you know, good force field placement, but with 3 sentries, that's not enough force fields to force field off that ramp, especially not with your wall off all the way back here. So there we go. Big probe transfer over here, and all the gas is being set up for Liam, as well as all the gas is being taken for Galactic as well, just not quite yet on this second base. We're looking for probably some tech play. Got another transfer of drones up here. And this is interesting because Galactic's kind of playing in the dark here. He has no idea what's going on. So yes, there we go. He is getting out an observer this time, which he didn't do last time. You know, that observer will help him a lot. He'll definitely need to take a look around, see what he can find. I'm not even sure if he'll try and scout this base, though, just because it's not really a very likely third base. And, you know, you don't necessarily scout that kind of thing. More assimilators coming down for the Protoss player, as well as the extractors coming down for LiamLiam. So definitely some tech play here. And there we go. We do have infestors coming down. And nice spine crawler placement. That'll be able to definitely do a very nice wall off against any scouts coming in. We're already at lair, and there we go. The infestation pit coming right down right now. Of course, the observer will be able to scout that as it moves out across the map. Do we have an Evo chamber coming down yet for Liam? No, it doesn't look like any Evo chambers, so he's not going for the heavy upgrade play that he went with last time. I'd have expected at least one Evo chamber to get that missile attack. Just makes the roaches so much more effective against sentries and stalkers. Especially because stalkers get that armored bonus with the +1 armor. So, you know, it does help against the stalkers having that weapon upgrade. And a bit of a move out here for Galactic. He is pushing out across the map just a bit. I wonder if he's gearing up for a tiny assault here. And there we go. We do see the Spire. So we're going to see a bit more harass from Liam, which I think is a good choice from him. I feel that that was really what held him back in last game, just that he never put any pressure on that 6 gate of the Protoss. Never, you know, halted that mineral line, whereas he was getting so much damage done to him himself. And it just didn't work very well. There goes the creep spread out across the map. I wonder if that's a little bit of a mistake, kind of giving away where his expansion is. I know it does make it faster to reinforce, but I guess at this point in the game he is getting to that point where he does have a large enough army that he can hold that anyway. Especially with the Mutalisks. Mutalisks are just so mobile. Tunneling Claws as well as Burrow, that'll help against those force fields. And it looks like Galactic here is just gearing up to take a third himself. So he will be definitely a little bit behind the Protoss player. And Protoss player is going to scout this. Will he be able to take a free probe and some pylons here? No, it looks like instead they managed to supply block LiamLiam just a little bit. So he will have to produce another Overlord. No Overlord. There we go. 3 more Overlords in production right now. And the Spire's just finishing up. And man, does he ever have a lot of gas. So expect to see a ton of Mutalisks come out. Oh no, we're just skipping right over Mutalisks, and we're going straight into a Greater Spire. Ooh, this I like. I like that choice, especially against a Protoss player who still really has absolutely no idea what is going on. Let's take a look at Galactic's vision here. He sees the Spire coming down, but he doesn't know that there's going to be a Greater Spire. I wonder if he does see the Hive Tech is morphing in though, so it definitely is an option. And here we go. Here comes out the force from Galactic. So we'll just have a little bit of a weak point here for... whoa, and he's going for Ultralisk as well. That's an interesting choice. We'll just have a little bit of a weak point here for Liam where he's trying to get up this added tech. But I think once that tech comes out, he'll be able to do quite a bit of damage to the Protoss army. And he does have an observer out on the field. So Liam has to be very careful there. He can't sneak all the way to Galactic's base. And there we go. A bad rally point on that Roach. Just going to take a little bit of damage there. And there we go. Here's the engagement. Roaches are coming in nice and tight, so they can't get force fielded apart, but the force fields come down anyway. And taking a look at this, I would say that Galactic is going to come up with the short end of the stick on this one. Liam's Roaches just have such a nice concave on them, as well as Defender's advantage with the reinforcements. So here's some more coming in, and there we go. Bad rally on those Stalkers. He will be able to take both of them, Both stalkers do go down, and these roaches are just legging it across the map. They've said, screw you guys, I'm going elsewhere. I'm not really sure what's going on with those roaches there. They're just kind of chilling. They're going to go off and take out some bases here. And there we go. He will rally up those roaches again. Get them all into one big ball, because those roaches are best in a nice big ball. Does still have another pylon here that he could take out. Always good to clean up those pylons from the Protoss player. And a distinct supply advantage here from LiamLiam, especially with the 5 Ultralists coming out. That is just absolutely huge. 173 over 87, almost a 100 supply difference. That will definitely be hurting the Protoss player, and I don't think he's used any of his warp pins recently, so he doesn't have any reinforcements coming in. There we go, 6 more Stalkers out on the field. Those are a good choice against the Ultralists, but without Blink and without, yeah, really any upgrades. They've only got +1, whereas the Roaches are 1-1, so they'll be able to do a lot more damage here. And the Roaches squeezing in nice and tight, giving a nice big Roach hug. Will he be able to focus down some more of the Stalkers? It looks like the force field placement was significantly better this time from Galactic, using the Stalkers' range, and I feel that LiamLiam has to back out here. And there we go, unburrowing right underneath these Stalkers, surrounding a few, trapping them in so they can't retreat to their friends. And there we go, he will be able to focus down the rest of these Stalkers, moving in nice and tight, and he will be able to force the cancel on this. No questions asked. Immortal moving out across the map. I feel like he probably scouted these Ultralists coming in. I wonder if it's too late, though. Only one Immortal at this late in the game against that many Ultralists. You certainly don't want to have your anti-armor outnumbered by the armor itself. And there we go, the +1 armor making quite a big difference. +2 armor on those Ultralists just as a base right now. And we don't have anything being researched as of yet. We do have some Corruptors coming out onto the field, though. So I'd expect to see some Brood Lords. So we're going to have some tech switches. And these Ultralists just coming in and slicing and dicing. And there we go. There's the GG. Excellent tech from LiamLiam. Managed to just straight up out-tech Galactic. Wouldn't say his harassment was very good that game either, but I think Galactic was just kept in the dark for so damn long. He could not put down any kind of harassment. And no blink, you know, really made it hard to blink micro against those roaches. Very good game 2 for both players, and I'm incredibly happy to see that it has a game 3. So I'll see you guys in just a moment.